And we are back with another vlog. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Mehna. I am filming a favourites video today because there are some new things that I've been using and I wanted to share them with you in case you might find them helpful and you want to use them in your day-to-day life, or you just want to treat yourself, you've been looking for something new, or if you stumbled across this video you didn't intend to buy anything new and spend your money and I've just convinced you and influenced you, then job well done. I'm going to start off with makeup. So I bought this in Lisbon. It is the Makeup Forever lip liner in shade Endless Cacao. So when I actually bought this, she said to me that this was one of the most popular shades that they had. I intended to get a brown, but I wanted it to be different from the browns I already had, and I tend to have really warm browns and this is more of a cool shade of brown. You can see it here. If I get you my MAC lip liner, let me just show you. So this is the lip liner on the left that's cork, this black one, and then this side is the Makeup Forever in shade Endless Cacao. You can see this one's lighter and this is obviously a lot darker, the MAC one as well, but it's just a cooler toned brown and it really suits, if you've got brown skin, it does really suit our skin tone as well. I was a bit worried it wouldn't, and they obviously don't let you try it on in the shop, but as soon as I tried it on that day I was like, I'm convinced I will be, and I actually think it was the cheapest in the store in Sephora compared to the other lip liners. So this is a winner if you're debating whether to get a cool tone brown and you can't try it on. If you have similar skin tone to me, then at least you know that it's going to work. I'm looking in the viewfinder and I feel like this arm is way more tanned than this arm. Is that me? Am I just bugging out? Or no, it actually does look like it. We better fix that. We better fix that in the sunshine. Next up, we have got the Space NK Caribbean, what is it? Caribbean Shores Body Lotion. I feel like I should be saying Caribbean, not Caribbean. I feel like that's very American. This smells incredible. When I tell you, it quite literally smells like you're on holiday. It smells like, I'm trying to open it so that I can smell it for you. Do you know what I'm going to do instead, which makes so much more sense to just put a bit on my hand, because I want to explain to you what this smells like while I'm actually smelling it rather than just explaining it and not remembering. Oh my god, if you have ever tried this perfume, hang on a second, if you've ever tried this perfume, which by the way is one of my favourite perfumes, I don't think you can see what it says Bronze Goddess by Estée Lauder. This literally smells like this, but it's in a moisturizer. If you wear this perfume and this moisturizer, it will be like, this is elevated times 10 and everyone will smell it from a mile away, because honestly it smells like you're on holiday. It's got that kind of coconutty, vanilla-y scent, and it literally smells like you are walking along the beach and you're in your cutest summer dress and life is just so good and you feel so grateful. That is literally what this smells like. And if I haven't already convinced you to go and get it, you can go in Space NK and smell it, and it is so much more affordable than all of the other brands because obviously it's their own brand. So I highly recommend this. There is nothing more that I could say. I think they've got an oil to go with this as well. I just have the moisturizer, but it is incredible. The actual description says mandarin, coconut and sandalwood, and then it says that in the cream itself there's actually ashwagandha and aloe vera, so it's got that kind of cooling, chilling effect as well. So it's probably really good for when you go on holiday to apply after you've been in the sun all day and you're getting dressed for the evening. So, and this perfume, by the way, smells insane. If you haven't got this perfume, you need to run. They actually have two different scents with the same name. I don't know which one this is, but it comes in this bottle. The other bottle's darker. You just, honestly, these two things have changed the way that I view myself, because when you smell different, you are more confident. It just is. It is. The last thing that I'm going to recommend, and yes, that is my teddy Winnie the Pooh. I am not moving him just to pretend like I don't have him, because he's important and I feel like I would be lying to you if I hid him away. That is him. He is there. He is part of my life. Okay, let's move on. So the next thing I'm going to recommend to you is the Christian Dior perfumes. The way that these literally carry throughout the day and evening, like they will not budge. When I wear a perfume, I want it to smell and last. I don't just want to put it on and then it lasts for 2 minutes. That is not the way that I want my scent to be. And these genuinely are so concentrated that obviously if you are a person who runs hotter, your perfume or cologne will last a lot longer anyway, and unfortunately that is not me. I'm generally a very cold person. These do last a long time, and the good thing about this is these have, oh, that is nothing. These have all of the well, minus that one because that just fell out. These have all of the scents, so you can try, well, not all of them, but like a lot of them, the popular ones in this thing. Don't get me wrong, this is not cheap. I got this as a Christmas present. They're not sprays, like they haven't got atomizers. It's literally, you have to splash it on your skin, but oh, they just smell so good. Usually when you get a big pack like this, there's going to be one or two that you don't like, but I say that then you can just gift it to someone else. And how cute to just be like, I'm thinking of you, here, have this from me to you. They're insane. Treat yourself. If there's one thing to splurge on, it would be this. Now we're going to move on to clothes, and I literally only have one thing in this section, but it's hats. Now obviously this is backwards. Am I okay? Obviously this is not going to sit on my head right now because I have a bun, but I'm going to insert a picture here of when I've worn this hat, and I am obsessed with hats. Like this is, I'm not just telling you to get this hat. This hat is from Accessorize and I love it, and you can manipulate the sides, which I love so much. But I mean, I am a big fan of straw cowboy hats, but generally I feel like hats are just something that I've slept on, and I don't know if you have been sleeping on them as well, but this is your sign, if you have been, to start buying hats and to start investing in hats. Because let's just say you have a bad hair day, okay? A hat fixes all. No one can notice anything in a hat. Like, it is very forgiving, and you can wear any type of hat, right? You've got one of these. I'm going to post a picture of another outfit where I paired a hat with it, and it just executed the whole outfit and just topped it off. It was in fact the cherry on top of the outfit. But you've got caps as well. Like, there is, like, hats can't do wrong in my eyes. There are the odd hat now and again, like a bucket hat, that I feel like doesn't suit everyone, but there will be a hat out there that suits you, no doubt about it. You've even got the crochet hats at the moment that are really in, and they're super cute. You know, they're like, they kind of come up to here and they cover like this part of your head. I think they're called skull caps, crochet skull caps, but they're everywhere at the moment. So there is a hat for you out there. You just need to find it. Go in the shop, try your hat on. But these straw cowboy hats, and just a cowboy hat in general, I'm just here for it this summer. And now for the rest of my life. But this one, if you like it, is from Accessorize. It's got the beading as well, which I absolutely love. And then at the back it's got, and most of the hats have this little am I okay? String that you can tighten it if you have a smaller head like me, or you can just leave it open, it will stretch out if you've got a bigger head. So, recommendation from the clothes section. This is a bit of a weird one. I forgot about smints. I absolutely love a smint, and I feel like mints are so underrated in comparison to gum. Let me just de-influence you on gum, because when you eat gum, okay, it's good for your teeth, I do know that, but when you chew gum, especially if you don't really tend to spit it out, you are increasing the air that's going into your stomach, and you're causing yourself to bloat and be gassy, and that is a definite no. Like, if you're going out, absolutely not. But also, chewing gum, I'm just not a fan. I feel like it just looks a bit not great, you know. So mints, they are the way to go, 100%. And I like these because they're not too strong. You can just pop it in, gets rid of like any aftertaste that you've got. You've got fresh breath. Like, what is there not to like? And it's just in such a convenient little pack. You can just pop it in your purse and go. So this is just to remind you, because I forgot about these. My partner was like, oh, do you want a mint, when we were out? And I was like, these are insane. How have I forgotten about these? So in case you also forgot about them, this is me reintroducing them to your life. I feel like I need them to just sponsor me or something, because at this point I keep telling everyone about them. Last but certainly not least, we have books. I am obsessed with this author. Her name is Elsie Silver. This series is good, but it's not, in my opinion, as good as the Chestnut Springs series. This is the third book out of the series that I'm reading at the moment, and it's good, but it's not if I compare it to Chestnut Springs, it just doesn't touch the sides, to be quite honest. But out of books, this is what I'm reading at the moment. I would highly recommend this series, even though, oh, it's called the Rose Hill series. There we go. Rose Hill series. It's really good. And if you haven't read Chestnut Springs, you'll really like it. But if you've read Chestnut Springs, I do feel it's not as good. The other books that I am currently reading that I haven't finished, that I do want to recommend to you, I wasn't sure whether to recommend it because I haven't finished them, but at this point they are really good and I do want to recommend them. And I feel like as a book girl, it's part of my responsibility to recommend books to you, both fiction and non-fiction. If you haven't heard of this by now, you are living under a rock. You must be, because this is everywhere and you can't miss it because of the colour. She purposefully did it that way. I remember seeing an interview that she'd done and she was like, I wanted it to be obvious, which is why I thought I'm gonna make it bright green. So this is incredible. It is very much focused on the fact that we can control what we do. We cannot control what other people do, but what we can do is decide how we respond to things, and this book is literally about that, and it's explaining it in further detail. It's really putting it into perspective, it's putting it into theory, and it's just so good. If you're somewhere that in your life that you feel like you're stressed out or you're unsure how to deal with certain situations, or even if you want something to read that's just going to give you a different perspective, I really do recommend this. This book I actually recommended in my last video. If you haven't seen that, then obviously you won't know that. That's why I wanted to reiterate this. If you've already seen that, then you can obviously skip ahead. But this is about discovering the magic of your menstrual cycle and awakening the feminine path to power. It quite literally says that on the bottom. It is about getting in touch with your menstrual cycle and connecting with a part of yourself, I think, that a lot of us don't do. And I do think it's simply because we're not taught about it, we don't understand it. And so obviously this book explains that and teaches us how we can do that. It moves past the science of it. It's not just this is the science, this is how we can tap into that part of us. It explains it, but like I say, I haven't finished it all, so I can't say to you, oh, I finished it and I recommend it. But with where I'm at right now with it, I do really enjoy it and I do really recommend it, and it came as a recommendation from my friend, this one. So this is really good if you are somebody who wants to be able to understand her menstrual cycle and just connect to yourself more as a person. It's not even just about your menstrual cycle and being able to understand it. I think for me it's about being able to connect with myself on a deeper level, and that is what this is teaching us. And lastly, I'm reading so many books at the same time. We've got the Throne of Glass series. When I first started this, I was like, it's so slow, especially because I started with Akatar, and this is by the same author as Akatar. I struggled at the beginning because the pace was definitely slow. It was a lot of world building, but when I got to the book before the tandem read, which I can't remember the name of, to be quite frank, I'm on the tandem read right now, I was like, okay, this is definitely now like literally bringing me into everything a little bit more. It's speeding up and I'm here for it. The tandem read is 2 books, and one of the books is slow, the other one is fast paced, so you've got a little bit of both. But because I am reading the Elsie Silver book at the same time, and I'm really close to, I'm literally have like 4 chapters left, I am finishing this and then I'm gonna fully immerse myself into this book. So I am doing a lot of reading at the moment because all of those books that I showed you, I'm reading all of these at the same time right now. I have also got and I'm saying this because I can see it behind you, I have 10 books that I have to read that are waiting for me to open up. Plus, I have a whole list of other books that I want to be reading. I mean, if you're a book girl, if you are on BookTok, you will understand exactly what I'm saying, because there's always books to read. There are so many books. So that is my recommendations of the month. I didn't want to inundate you with loads of recommendations, and to be honest, I didn't want to make this a really long video. I feel like a lot of the videos I've been doing as of recent have been really long. I wanted to create something a little bit more digestible for you, something that you could just watch and maybe just skip past a chapter if you're not interested in that. If you prefer the longer videos, let me know, because the feedback does help me and it allows me to create videos that you enjoy watching. And just remember that every setback is a setup for a comeback, and anything is possible in this world. you've got this. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. And thank you for watching.